Oh my gosh, it's the
Yo,
guy
this
from
guy's
Reddit.
wild, dude.
You're literally a
My
celebrity.
balls are itchy. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to redo that one. Hey, it's me, the guy from Reddit. Now, to those of you that don't know me and just randomly found this video on your For You page, you'll learn soon enough all about this. Now, before we get into this, I'm going to answer a couple simple questions and also put out a couple disclaimers. So, what are these leaks that I'm talking about? Well, they seem to originate from a YouTube channel named Delusions, a Boy With Uke fan channel, I guess you could put it, who keeps talking about these leaks coming up for Boy With Uke's most recent album, Burnout. Now, how might one get these leaks, you ask? Well, it's pretty complicated, but just to sum it up, people are kind of trading out files on Discord, which I'll get into all that later on in the video as well. Now, me personally, I have not heard any leaks, which is why I'm actually making this video, to get to the bottom of this for the general audience of Boy With Uke and anyone who really listens to his music at all. And also, remember, distributing or sharing leaked files of unreleased music is actually illegal. Now, listening to the leaks is not necessarily illegal, but if you have possession of one of these, it's good to delete it because you can get yourself in some really serious legal trouble. And with that out of the way, let's begin my descent into madness over this week. So, this all starts Saturday morning, right? I'm waking up, I'm checking Reddit like my daily activities, and I see this post from the Boy With Uke subreddit talking about how there are leaks going around of Burnout, seeming to source from this guy named Delusions, and he keeps posting about them in his YouTube community posts. So me, out of general curiosity over this subject, decided to go check out his channel, and there I check all the comments, and people are really split on if this is real or not. Some people are even claiming that they have leaks themselves, but a few comments that really caught my attention were leading me to this website named leaked.cx. Now, leaked.cx is a website that is mainly known for people who want to discuss leaks on different music artists. I mean, this could be a massive range from, Boy With Uke to, I don't know, The Weeknd or something. So there I was on the Saturday morning, and I decided to make an account and go check out this mystery myself. Now, I had seen a comment on this post talking about searching for a guy on this website named JustABoy2. After I'd searched him up on the website, I found out that he had apparently claimed to possess all of the songs on Burnout, or at least most of them, and that he was going to drop them November 1st, which would be about a week before the album was actually intended to release. Now, this alone was really interesting, but I kept on looking and eventually found out that people were trying to trade these leaks of these songs online, most of them through Discord. So I decided to do what any rational man would do in this situation and DM one of these random accounts that I had found inside of these forums. And boy, I was not disappointed, for I met not only one person who had claimed to possess these leaks, but a person who would help me greatly in this search. This person goes under the name of I am Epic 1245 on Discord. Now, just for convenience, so I don't have to say that every single time I bring him up, I'm just going to refer to him as Epic this entire video. I hope this doesn't annoy you, Epic. I'm sorry. It's just for my own convenience, okay? I swear. So after this all starts, I DM Epic, and I ask them, I say, I'm not looking for any trading, I just want to get to the bottom of this. I want to clear things up for people. And so they finally respond back, and they say, hey, yeah, I have a burn leak at least I believe I have a burn leak. They said they told 4 other people about it, and 3 out of the 4 people said that they believed it was probably real, which is really interesting to me that something like this would fool people, because there are many kinds of like AI recreations of Boy With Uke songs out there. Look at N Calibre's channel. This is not a shout out to him, but I'm just saying he uses a lot of AI to recreate Boy With Uke videos, which actually I think is pretty cool. But anyway, I'm getting off topic here. So Epic decides to keep on telling me about this, and he says that he got these leaks from a guy on Discord who just randomly suddenly sent him this file. And really, he's not sure if it's real or not, but he has a partial feeling that it is. And I still haven't heard these leaks that he's mentioned, so I couldn't really tell you myself if I believe that they were real or not. But I guess we're just going to have to leave it at that for this moment. Now, something else interesting that he brings up actually brings this entire conversation full circle, is that he believes that there's a gaslight leak out there that's actually real, and he points me right back to Delusions, where we started this whole mess at. So to this point, Epic lets me know that he actually has his own Discord server, and that I can probably find out more information on these leaks there. So like any rational person would do in this kind of situation, I immediately went to Delusions' YouTube channel, and I clicked right onto his link to join his Discord server. So after joining P. Diddy Delusions' Discord server, almost instantaneously after joining the server, I get a DM from some guy asking to trade for leaks. Now this guy has since then deleted his messages, so I can't really go back and look at them. So this is kind of a trust me bro situation, but that's okay, because these DMs didn't really add much except for kind of another person saying that they didn't know if these leaks were necessarily real or not. So that's great. So once going to the actual server, I ask if anyone really has anything on these specific leaks, and one person actually gets back, named Paradox, who will probably be important a little bit later into the story, but right now he's just kind of a side character, sorry about that. And he explains how some people on the server supposedly have these leaks, and he even admits himself that he has 1 or 2. So I kind of mark him on a list of people who I know have said that they have these leaks, so that I can hopefully later on reach out to them once I have a little bit more support. And this is where the first chapter of our story ends. This is pretty much the intro to everything to come, but it's actually a really big and crucial part to this entire story, because it really introduces me to a lot of the themes that I'm going to be experiencing throughout the rest of this. So at this point, I have posted all of my information that I know and that I have said to you guys out on Reddit. So to those people who are watching on Reddit, this is the point where you are going into uncharted territory, okay? You have no clue what is beyond this. Okay, well, maybe you might know a little bit, but from this point forward, this is all new stuff that I haven't talked about in a Reddit post. So not much else information-wise really happens this day. P. Delusions kind of started talking in his main channel, which was kind of cool, seeing him like actually interact with his community a little bit, which I was going to end up reaching out to him, but I never really got the chance at this point in time, so I would have to schedule a later date to do it. Oh, and I did get noticed a few times. It was actually kind of funny, because at first, like, the very first time I'm noticed on the server is some guy taking a screenshot of my Reddit post and going, "Chat, is he talking about me? Oh my gosh, is it me? Is it me?" And if you're watching this, no, it was not you. I was just talking about the general people that were giving them out. I know I said, like, a person, but it was actually kind of just more than one person, so I wasn't just talking about you. You're noticed, but you're not, you know, the star of the show in this situation. So now we're finally on to Sunday. So today, I wake up, you know, feeling good, check Discord for the first time, and this monstrosity is the first thing that I see. Now, I don't know, I mean, this could be fake. He says it's old, but I ask him if it's legit, and he says, well, of course it's legit. But I hope he knows that of course it's a crime to own personal information on really anybody, but specifically celebrities. I guess you could consider Boy With Yuka a celebrity. Specifically celebrities to have this kind of personal information about them. It's a little concerning. But I'm just gonna say this real quick. This isn't Crime Stoppers, okay? This is just bringing awareness to these leaks on Boy With Yuka, okay? I'm just putting this out here for anyone if maybe they have any concerns, and maybe even Boy With Yuka himself is watching this, which highly unlikely, but Boy With Yuka, if you're watching this, you should probably be concerned about this. I don't know. I didn't blur it out. It was blurred out by him. So yeah, just I'm just putting this here because you never know if anyone's gonna need it. So this day didn't really have much in store for it. It was a pretty chill day in general compared to, yesterday, all that happened. And I think that it was a good idea to do some planning, so I did a bunch of planning on how my week is going to go now. I'm actually recording this on Tuesday, so Monday is the only last day you're going to hear about this in this video. But to anyone who maybe, you're really curious as to what's happening after Tuesday of this week, I might post a follow-up video or maybe a Reddit post later on this month. So if you guys want to go check that out, that would be completely fine. That'd probably just be a conclusion or some kind of closure to this story. But that's kind of it for Sunday. Let's check on Monday, because oh boy, there's a lot to crack down on. So the first thing I wanted to get done this day was to talk to P. Delusions himself, because I knew the only true way to get to the bottom of this would have to be getting straight to the source of it all. But before I even get a chance to really wake up in the morning, I immediately get a DM from Epic. First of all, they talk about how their version of Burn is confirmed to be fake. It is fan-made, online, uploaded to YouTube. It is 100% fake. And he also tells me about this guy named Uranus. Apparently he also has leaks as well. The only issue with this is that he says that Paradox is the only person that knows his Discord account. Now, I was already planning to get in contact with Paradox, but I figured it'd be better to do it sooner than later because of all these issues. But, as shocking as it may seem, without any notice whatsoever, Paradox is in my DMs right after school, which my mind is blown, because I try to reach out to this guy, and he ends up reaching out to me just out of the blue. It's wild. So then he tells me how talented I am, and that I'm doing a great job on my Reddit videos, which I thank him for. And I had completely forgotten about the Uranus question. The Uranus question. But I ask him, I say, hey, do you have any information or any leads that might help me in my case here? And he doesn't really have anything for me, but he asks if I have any leaks, which I respond with, no, I don't have any leaks. I'm sorry, but I might be able to direct you to some leaks. And he's like, oh my gosh. So I ask him what songs, and he mentions them. I can't quite remember them off the top of my head. But then I kind of direct him to the people that I've seen with these leaks around the community. And it's at this point I remember the big question, and I feel that this is my opening to get my answer. So I reach out to him once more. So I ask him, I say, oh hey, by the way, do you happen to know this guy named Uranus? Oh, that's never gonna get old. But anyway, he replies back saying yes, he does know this guy. And so then I ask him, I say, well, can you tell me his username? And he never gets back with me. So that's great. I've lost my entire lead on this guy that's named Uranus. But now I feel with this confidence boost of talking to all these people, I think I'm ready to take on the big man himself. So I sent him a well thought out DM, saying pretty much the same stuff I said to Epic. I'm not looking for leaks, I'm not looking to trade, I just want answers. And so I gave him a couple questions, which you can probably read here. and he never gets back with me. I'm like, is this just a trend? Like, are people just deciding to not get back with people on Mondays? What is this about? So after this sad defeat, I finally decide to go check on all my Boy With You Discord servers. I think I got about 5 now, really, from all that I've been looking around at. And I've noticed in 3 out of these 5 servers, people are just talking about these leaks, right? It is wild how much it's actually spreading online. But in one of these servers, I find another guy who is claiming to have these leaks. So I'm like, you know what? Why not? I might as well go for it. He's probably not going to get back like the other 2, but I might as well shoot my shot and try to reach out to this guy. So I sent him a message, which I sent similar to Delusions, only slightly changed. And he gets back with, oh, Delusions can answer these questions for you. And I'm like, well, you see, the reason why I'm reaching out to you is actually because he never actually got back with me, and that's the big issue. So I asked him, because he said that he's got connections to Delusions himself. I asked him if these leaks are really genuine, and he replies with, yeah, they are probably, most likely, pretty genuine, because he talks with Delusions a lot, and he knows a lot about this. Now, one interesting thing to point out, he was talking about how he has the leaks, and yet he never really specifies if they're 100% like legit or not. He kind of dodges that question, really. So that's an interesting case. Now, I'm not saying he's saying, oh, well, these are clearly fake, but I'm going to keep avoiding this to try and trick this guy into thinking they're real. That's not what I'm saying he's necessarily saying. Maybe that's what he's saying, I don't know. But it's just a really important thought to keep in mind, is that he kept kind of trying to dodge the question of, are these real or not? He kept saying, oh yeah, Delusions has these, but he never really said Delusions has the real ones or anything like that, which is really interesting. And then he asks me if I know Justaboy2 on leak.cx, which is really where this entire thing started, was this singular person. Oh my gosh, he's gonna drop these Burnout Leaks a week before the album releases. And so I tell him yes, and he says that this guy's a scammer, don't trust him, he's not real. So that's great to know that one of our only leads really for the sources of these leaks is completely fake, which really brings it down to just a singular person that these leaks could be branching from, and that's Delusions himself. I've seen a lot of people in his server talking about him probably getting into contact with Boy With You's record label company, AWL Records, I believe it is. Yeah, I think that's the new one. They're saying that he's reached out to them and gotten the leaks himself from them, probably impersonating Boy With You or something, which it really sucks and is really honestly just a jerky move in general. So, yeah, that kind of sucks. Now, I'm not trashing on anyone in this community specifically for anything at all, but this video is really just to bring awareness that things are going on behind the scenes that not everyone knows about, but can actually be pretty important to the grand scheme of things. So, this brings us down to pretty much the end of this entire situation here. The final question that we need to answer is, are these leaks real? 100% legit, coming from Boy With You's record label company, or maybe even his freaking iCloud, for all we know, really. We have no clue where these are coming from at the moment. Now, all of this is complete speculation, as there is no evidence out there that I could possibly reach where I come up with a scenario where this is either 100% true or 100% fake. It's kind of like a Schrodinger's cat situation, you know? It could be real, could be fake. You're never gonna know until you get to the source of the issue. But my personal stance on this situation is actually both answers. I know that sounds stupid, let me take a moment and explain myself. Now, I know that leaks are a real thing that happen online. And I know that some people out there are probably taking advantage of record companies getting these leaks. And I believe that that is actually what Delusions has done. Obviously, I can't 100% guarantee that he's done this, but just based off of the evidence that I have, I'm pretty sure he has some kind of real leaks for Burnout. Now, the reason why I also say that these are fake is because whenever leaks are thrown into the situation, that is a major, I guess, clickbait situation, right? And I believe that that is what Delusions is doing. He has gotten these leaks, and he's kind of holding everyone captive so that he can farm it for clout, for fame, for really whatever he wants to farm it for, as long as people know that he has these leaks and they don't listen to them themselves, then they're kind of stuck in his grasp, just waiting. And I mean, I'm seeing examples of this all over. His community posts are getting, a bunch of likes on them compared to maybe what he might normally get. He's getting a lot of clout, even around other Boy With You Discord servers, as I've seen. And his own server alone has almost increased by half of what it was before he had made those posts. And it's only been a couple days. Like, this stuff is insane for him growing his fame in the community. But the reason why I say that these are also fake is because many people really want these leaks, okay? So a lot of people are probably just taking fan-made versions of these leaks, throwing them out online, and asking to trade for them to try and scam someone into giving them the real leak while they're just getting a fake one in return. So, this is pretty much the end of the video. I don't really know how to do an outro for this, so I'm gonna say a couple final notes here. To any random YouTube viewer or random Redditor out there, I thank you for taking your time, watching this video, contributing to what I've made, and I really hope that you keep on working in this community because you are favored by many, many people, and we all appreciate having you here. To anyone a part of the Delusions Discord server or revolved around these leaks at all, I highly suggest that you stay out of it, as it's some pretty risky stuff that you're getting into. You are getting into almost illegal territory, you might even call it, really. Just stay out of it. It's a bad thing to be in, and I don't want any of you in a bad situation. And to Delusions out there himself, if you're seeing this, definitely reach out to me. Let me know the final truth on this whole situation. Even if you don't really know everything, it would be great to hear your feedback on this and know maybe what I got wrong, maybe what I got right, and if you're really the true source behind this massive leak that's been going on. And if you're Boy With Uke, please, man, mention me in your TikTok live, dude. I'm desperate. I'm desperate, man. But for real, though, this has probably been one of the greatest weeks of my life, really. It has been amazing meeting so many different people in the community and making so many different friends. So to all of you who I may have messaged or maybe even just sent a single message to, really, just on any kind of server, thank you for that, for really reaching out to me and interacting with me, because I love it. I love it when you guys just, when I can really have a connection with someone, I really appreciate it, even if it's just a single message. So thank you to anyone out there who has, talked with me, and, we've kind of became bros, thank you for that. I really appreciate it. that out of the way, this is the final goodbye. So thank you all so much for your time, and I'll get out of your hair now. Goodbye.